It is a little after 3, about 3:05. I was supposed to be on at 3. Sorry that I'm late. Those that know me know that's rare, but you can see by my desk, it's just been one of those days. Anyway, I am on live doing my weekly how-to series, and this one is how to understand the different types of custody in New Jersey. Now, before I go through the different types, because there's 6 or 8 of them, my tip with this, if you're representing yourself or even as you communicate to others, even through a lawyer, is not to use these terms unless you really fully understand them. Because if you ask for the wrong thing or you use the wrong term, you may actually hurt your case and get less just because there's a lot of terms that sort of overlapping. But basically speaking, there are 6, sometimes maybe 8, but the last 4 are kind of the same. So let me break them down. First is legal and physical. Legal is important decisions: religion, education, residence, travel, medical. Physical is where the child is staying. Now there's also, that's the first 2, there's also joint and sole. Joint means you share, and sole means only one person has it. Now the reason why it gets so complicated is if you go back to the legal and physical custody terms, you can have either joint or sole, meaning you can have joint legal or sole legal, you can have joint physical or sole physical. And that's why it gets overlapping and confusing. Then there is primary and secondary. Primary is where the child is staying overnight more often. Secondary is obviously where the child is spending the second amount of most time, usually with the other parent. Now that's the 6 that I spoke of. The reason why I said it's kind of 8 is some people use residential and alternate custodial parent in place of primary or secondary. So you could either be joint primary or sole primary, joint secondary or sole secondary. Now usually, however, the last 2, or possibly the last 4, I hate to do this to you, the primary and secondary usually do not fit both categories. You're not usually going to have sole, alternate, or joint residential, meaning you're going to be either residential or you're going to be alternate. So those last 2 or 4, primary and secondary, or residential and alternate, are a class of themselves. They are primarily about overnights. Legal and physical, the first 2, are primarily about decisions. The joint and sole are kind of the broad category that encompasses both of the groups, but more so the first one, the legal and physical. But you can probably see why I recommend you don't use them if they're not clear. It's just not worth it. But if they are clear, great. I hope they are. If they're not, I apologize. If you have any questions regarding that, please message me. I will clarify anything that isn't clear. If you did find this information helpful, please like the video and share it so others get to see it. You can also subscribe to my social media pages, which I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Brad Micklin. I'm the managing member of the Micklin Law Group. My email is brad@micklinlawgroup.com, which is MICKLIN lawgroup.com, all one word. You're watching this on one of my social media platforms, so you can subscribe to whatever one that is. You can also message me from whatever platform you're on, and I will certainly address it. Thank you. I will be on probably tomorrow. I don't think I have the time scheduled yet, but I will post in the morning. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cover. Thank you.